And welcome everyone to the MGM Resorts NBA Summer League here from Las Vegas, Nevada. And tonight's matchup, the New Orleans Pelicans against the Washington Wizards. As we take a look at the starting lineups, Robinson, Brooks, Brown, and Withy up front with Hachimura. Meanwhile, Blewett, Carr, Cheatham, Parentes, and Bigby Williams, who made a very good impression early in the game, Doris. Parentes. Inside Cheatham, and he's one of the more...
And Mark, boy, energy level is high.
Played a couple of years at San Diego State, then finished up elsewhere, and there's Hachimura. And Williamson on the sideline.
Boy, Frank Jackson was tremendous last night.
30 points, Cheatham! One of the youngest players on the team a season ago. Spent a lot of time with the Go-Go's as Blewett knocks down the three ball. Split last season between Westchester and Salt Lake City. Robinson on the follow and one.
He believes he's got an opportunity here. Obviously, John Wall's injury, a big part of the point guard situation in Washington for next season.
Shepard. Baseline jumper no good. Brown back out to Withy. Withy gonna jack one from downtown. That's today's NBA. Stretch fives abound. Blewett again. Nothing but bottom. A three ball good. Knotted at 10 apiece. Just past the midway of the first quarter. Zion Williamson not available tonight. A nice look at Brooks, not shy. Another deep three coming up short. Hachimura muscling inside. And the follow good for the Pelicans. Upon the announcement of Zion Williamson being the #1 pick, they signed some 10,000 new season tickets.
Despite the number of years left, how difficult is it becoming for organizations to try to long-term plan for the long-term viability of what they're trying to...
They don't have to bottom out in Toronto. They don't have to gut that team. But I think the plan was always if they could keep Kawhi, they could move forward with a lot of this core.
You were able to retrieve in the Anthony Davis transaction.
We were really grateful that it materialized in the way that it did. Anthony is such a spectacular player, and some are able to secure in the future, really, that we were able to secure in those future picks.
Obviously, there's so much excitement around Zion. I have loved some of your thoughts early interactions with him.
You know, we were fortunate that the NBA arranged for whoever won the lottery, the night of the lottery, to spend time with Zion at the hotel. Understood what our family was going to try to do. We're going to raise a family that loves each other enough to tell each other what we need to hear. And that's what Zion wanted and needed. It's build a family, build an environment that there's some there, right, and that you stand for something. And what's interesting is Oklahoma City has done that by all accounts. Just like in a way, Mrs. Benson took over the team and it was like an expansion team to some degree, because she's putting her stamp on the team in a way that never has been done before there.
Great parts with me, including you and Cassidy.
Mark, that man looked entirely too comfortable as a combatant walking into a very tight...
And the Washington Wizards playing their first one of this tournament. Each team guaranteed 4 games. And after the initial round, 8 teams will move on to the next round. Played for Kelvin Sampson. Blewett in the paint. Tipped up, no good. Williams. Boy, he is doing some work inside.
Achilles tear, and that injury is a really hard recovery. Where is your mind at right now as you're fighting your way back?
My mindset is great, man. Spending time with my family, my son, my girlfriend, all that. That's great for me, and it's just keeping me level. I hope he don't get injured. I hope he can play through the finals and play well. But when that type of injury happens, it's meant to be. I mean, nothing you can control. And I talked to him a little bit. He's great. He's in great spirits. He has great support around him. And it's funny because they're a good team. Brooklyn's a good team. Celtics made teams. Philly made moves. Everybody's making moves. So that's making the NBA a lot more fun like it used to be. And I think that's going to be exciting for us. So I'm excited to get back and get to play against these guys.
To stretch his range a little bit, to me, only took, I believe it was 76 three-point attempts at Gonzaga. Well,
meanwhile, that guy, Williams,
he
grew up largely playing baseball as opposed to basketball. And his name actually translates as he knocks down the jump shots and her sacrifice.
No question. Zion's reaction when he got drafted and Maria Taylor was doing the interview, and nice move, tremendous move right
Doris. What do you mean it's point game? Brown underneath. Got the putback to go.
He's been
2016 FIBA Under-17 World Championship team. And having said that, the Under-19 team going to play for the championship against Mali.
How about Troy Brown? 15 and 10 already in this game. Knows, he understands that he's got to be a better and more consistent perimeter shooter, so that's what he's continued to work on. Detroit Pistons, consecutive, obviously.
Three ball on the way, nothing but net out for the foreseeable near future. How do you make things work here?
Well, we definitely have a new team. Great play, or if he had a bad play, he just plays the game the same way. The thing that I love about him, I love his passion for the game.
And there you go, up top.
As this summer goes on, he works hard. He's another great kid in our program, so we're happy to have him.
Scott, I just
so that his Achilles seems to be ahead of schedule in terms of the rehabilitation. And how are you guys looking at that? Him playing next year, how much, if any?
You know, from my standpoint, and our organization's the same way. It's whatever it's best for John.
Meantime, you've got Isaiah Thomas, who I feel like everybody in the league is pulling for him. Just 2017, nice pass ahead.
Yeah,
it's 2017.
Top player in this league, and I want to be a part of his recovery. I want to be a part of it. I love it. I can't wait to coach him. I can't wait to.
From the field, Doris, 4 rebounds, 6 points.
Couple of nice plays by Troy Copain.
At the time of that injury, he and Anthony Davis, who were paired again in Los Angeles, were both averaging over 20.
Appropriate measure of attention. To say this about the Utah Jazz. Utah Jazz took more catch-and-shoot threes, who are 39% or better in three-point territory, and especially efficient in catch-and-shoot situations.
Yeah.
I'm excited about Utah. Like a playoff atmosphere here.
It was amazing.
Because of the influence of Zion. And I'll say this to you. We know New Orleans, and even David Griffin was talking about how powerful the football plan. And I know some of it's been, prohibited by the schedule, but it's time to get to work.
Hachimura with a fully base. Impressive spin. And Washington with the lead back up to 5. Hachimura now with 10 points.
Quick shot.
Schofield straightaway 3. Got it. Next one coming up, featuring the Toronto Raptors, the NBA champions, and the Golden State Warriors. Great pocket pass. Schofield with a finish. Cheatham actually began his collegiate career at San Diego State, that same school as Kawhi Leonard. Hachimura with a nice finish with the offhand.
Understands how to play the game.
Fuentes cross-court find to Blewett. Trapped in the corner, wild pass. Found its way to its target. Blewett, what a move, and got the layup.
Nope.
Brown with an impressive double-double. Shot clock down to 4. Got saucy and won! 18.4 to go. The Wizards lead back up to 3 and now 4. Quick dribble handoff. Blewett going to take it to the rack. Draws the foul, stops the clock.
Well, I don't think you had a chance to work on that. A lot of it clock dependent for organizations.
Fuentes gets it in. The 3 for the tie. He missed it. The tip no good. Hachimura with the rebound. And
I like what Scott said to us, Mark. He's going to have his opportunities. There are minutes to be had. Yeah. And the direction of the franchise obviously is different. He's going to have his run. There's no question about it.